All right, this is Secretary of Defense Austin. He's going to be questioned by Matt Gaetz, Representative Matt Gaetz from Florida. Before we get started, I would like to ask the question, how in the fuck is Matt Gaetz still a congressman? Not only that, how is Matt Gaetz still a congressman, but how he's questioning our top officials. Okay, yes, whiteness, that is a very acceptable answer. This is Secretary Austin. Matt Gaetz is going to, no. I think General Milley is going to pipe in. And he's going to want to say something, but Matt Gaetz cuts him off. So you're going to, this is fantastic. Watch what happens.
Previous discussions with service members and particularly officers, I would hear about complaints over parts not arriving on time, long deployments, and in my more recent discussions with those officers,
I am not high enough for Matt Gaetz.
One issue that they raised to me with concern, often unable to speak publicly for fear of the type of retribution that Lieutenant Colonel Lohmeyer faced. They say that your stand down regarding extremism did not help our military, it hurt the military. And I want to share with you that perspective, that it caused service members to otherize one another, it impaired group cohesion, and interesting to me is that I've heard those sentiments most
from
units that are majority minority.
I can't speak for everybody in this chat, but I'm no fan of a general, and usually I'm not going to applaud something a general says. You guys are going to applaud General Milley.
That this was not particularly helpful, so I wanted to give you the.
I can't believe he's not already in jail. I can't believe he's still in Congress.
Seemed to be a challenge when Ms. Hartzler was asking questions. How should the Department of Defense think about critical race theory?
Could I make a comment, Secretary? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm very.
Yeah, so that's
time. General Milley.
Well, I just want to make a comment.
There you go. That's General Milley, the Joint Chief, trying to chime in. The Secretary Austin is in the civilian leadership. General Milley is in the active leadership.
Well, I know, but I've asked the question to Secretary Austin.
I don't know what the issue of critical race theory is.
There you start. You hit it. The DOD's what? But then Milley will actually tell you exactly why they subscribe to it.
And what the relevance here with the department. We do not teach critical race theory. We don't embrace critical race theory, and I think that's a spurious conversation. And so we are focused on extremist behaviors, and not ideology, not people's thoughts, not people's political orientation. Behaviors is what we're focused on.
I would like to yield some of my time.
Looks like they are on, and they're not. Maybe CNN didn't turn them on. I'm sorry.
To General Milley, because I know that he had some comments that he wanted to make when Representative Gaetz was talking, as well as Mr. Waltz, about a similar subject of the stand down and race theory. Would you like a minute or so to comment on that?
But here you go. You guys, you're going to love this.
Your thought was there?
Sure. First of all, on the issue of critical race theory, et cetera, I'll obviously have to get much smarter on whatever the theory is. But I do think it's important, actually, for those of us in uniform to be open-minded and be widely read. And the United States Military Academy is a university. And it is important that we train and we understand. And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white, and I want to understand it. So what is it that caused thousands of people to assault this building and try to overturn the Constitution of the United States of America? What caused that?
He sounds pissed, too.
I want to maintain an open mind here, and I do want to analyze it. It's important that we understand that, because our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians,
yes,
from the American people. So it is important that the leaders, now and in the future, do understand it. I've read Mao Zedong. I've read Karl Marx. I've read Lenin.
Indeed, comrade.
So what is wrong with understanding, having some situational understanding about the country for which we are here to defend. And I personally find it offensive that we are accusing the United States military, our general officers, our commissioned, non-commissioned officers, of being, quote, woke or something else because we're studying some theories that are out there. That was started at Harvard Law School years ago, and it proposed that there were laws in the United States, antebellum laws prior to the Civil War, that led to a power differential with African Americans that were 3/4 of a human being when this country was formed. And then we had a Civil War and Emancipation Proclamation to change it. And we brought it up to the Civil Rights Act in 1964. It took another 100 years to change that. So look it, I do want to know. And I respect your service, and you and I are both Green Berets. But I want to know. And it matters to our military and the discipline and cohesion of this military. And I thank you for the opportunity to make a comment on that.
Boom. Yeah, was not expecting that whatsoever. Now, after you got dressed down like that, would you,
for reaction.
if you were a Congressman Matt Gaetz, after you got dressed down like that, would you come back? Would you come back after that?
Mr. Secretary, why was Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Lohmeyer released?
Because that was like yesterday or day before. This is today. Today. Matt Gaetz is at it again.
It was a decision made by his chain of command, and typically those decisions are made based upon either having confidence or a lack of confidence. This issue is under investigation by the IG, and so I won't comment any further on that.
In my previous discussions with service members and particularly officers, I would hear about complaints over parts not arriving on time.
Oh, this is the same part. Oh, shit. What the fuck? The Hill just posted this to... Oh, shit. I was wrong then. My apologies. This is one of the problems with the fact that I don't watch my shit. The Hill posted this clip again. They must have missed it. The original clip was on CNN that we were watching. He will come back, though. He doesn't have any humility. You are correct. Just like how he tweeted on Wednesday that Democrats should defund the FBI, the same agency investigating whether the Florida congressman participated in sex trafficking. If Democrats want to defund the police, they should start with the FBI, Gaetz wrote, before deleting it almost immediately. The post was only up for 1 minute. This is according to ProPublica's PolitiWhoops, which tracks politicians' deleted tweets. Surely Matt Gaetz will not be free to run for office. Like, I know he's running for re-election for Congress, but like, what? The spokesman also demanded that Vice News run the statement in full or not at all, which we did not agree to do, but here it is anyway, so you can see it for yourself. Given how seriously Rep. Gaetz treats his interactions with the FBI, especially his latest work in pursuing the facts surrounding Chinese defector Dr. Li Ming Yan and her safety in the U.S., Rep. Gaetz felt it appropriate to remove a jocular tweet taken from a speech some time ago. He looks forward to hearing back from FBI Director Christopher Wray on what the FBI knew about the COVID-19 origins when Dr. Yan first came to the U.S. in early 2020. What a slime ball! Wow! Oh, Matt Gaetz is jocular, all right. I wish these people could feel embarrassment. Please, right-wingers, feel embarrassment. It would save the rest of us so much time.